welcome back. We're glad you are tuned in and watching us.
Yep.
And I am Orville.
I'm Joe. And today I have a question, and I'm confused.
Yes.
Help me out. Workplace violence versus active shooter. Are they the same? Are they different? Can you help me out?
Yes.
Cool.
They are the same. There is a little bit of difference. But if you think about it as like an umbrella, workplace violence would be that umbrella and an active shooter fits under it.
Okay.
There's different categories of workplace violence depending on severity, and active shooter would be at the very top.
Okay.
But when you think about, like we always talk about reduce, react, recover for active shooter, that totally applies to workplace violence.
Okay.
It's all handled in the same manner.
Okay.
Because you still have that same things leading up to it.
Okay.
Behavior indicators that you need to look for.
Okay.
Things like that. I think when we start talking about differences, we're talking about obviously as soon as a firearm is involved in it becomes an active shooter.
Right.
And when an active shooting happens, it's in the media. It happens.
Right. And everybody knows
And
about
you think about the active shooter incidents that we hear about, and then now when you think about a workplace violence incident where 5 or 6 people didn't get killed, or 2 or 3 people didn't get killed, but it's happening, and it's happening every day somewhere.
Right.
And so it doesn't make the media. It doesn't get the attention that an active shooting does.
And people tend to just push it away that's a hostile work environment that really, truly, if you don't take care of it, you'll be in the news quite possibly.
It does. But if you take the training, you get training, and even in a lot of our videos, we've talked about the behavior indicators that are out there. Sudden change in behavior, change in personality. Those are things that also apply to workplace violence. And it's things that you need to do. It's just as important to recognize those signs for somebody that even is bullying, or is, if there's a fight in the workplace, if there's a stalking incident in the workplace, things like that. Those are still things that you're going to want to recognize. You're going to want to report. You're going to want to act on those to stop that, because even though there may not be 3, 4, 5 people getting hurt or killed in a typical workplace violence incident, it's still just as important to those people that are affected.
Right.
And even going to the recovery phase, recovering from it, you have a lot of those same steps involved with workplace violence that are involved with an active shooter. You still have people that were emotionally traumatized by it.
Right.
You're going to have time lost. You're going to have to deal with media. You're going to have to, because with a workplace violence incident, the media may not cover it right away when it happens, but if something happens that it is on a larger scale, or someone goes to the media, all of a sudden you're going to find yourself in the middle of the media frenzy.
Yeah.
And so now you have to deal with that. So that's why, whether it's a facility assessment, whether it's security planning, whether it is dealing with all the behavior indicators, things like that, those all apply to workplace violence as much as they apply to the active shooter.
Right. Okay.
So it's in the other ones where we've talked about reduce and recover being so important as react. It's the same
just as
in
important
all of
for the
those
workplace.
situations.
Got it.
Absolutely is the same.
Awesome. Okay.
So,
cool. Thank you very much.
Does that answer your question?
Awesome. Yes, very
right.
much so. So thank you very much. If you guys have any questions for us, please contact us at info@ronksecurity.solutions.com. Check us out on our website, ronksecurity.solutions.com. Click on the our
logo at the bottom.
Thank you.
Bottom right corner of the video.
And subscribe to our YouTube videos. And thanks. Be safe. Reduce, react, and recover.